that once you are not deputy president of Kenya, it will be difficult for you to continue being the deputy party leader. It was intended. This is a matter that courts must resolve expeditiously to bring closure. It is a matter that is of a political nature, and the court must exercise something called judicial restraint. There is nothing, in my view, that can restore in a legal space what one has lost politically.
Yes, after Kithure Kindiki swearing in as the Deputy President of Kenya, it is now very clear that Rigathi Gachagua is also going to be displaced as the Deputy Party Leader of UDA. This has always been said by the Secretary General HASSAN, who by the way assumed power after the dismissal of Cleophas Malala. In fact, it shows you how William Ruto had planned this thing. Before he removed Gachagua, he first removed one of his colonies, and that is Cleophas Malala, from the UDA Secretariat. And later they moved on to remove Gachagua as the Deputy President. On several occasions, HASSAN OMAR has come out to say that if Rigathi Gachagua is put out of office, even in UDA will be put out of office as the Deputy Party Leader. And now I think he has a reason to remove Rigathi Gachagua. After the swearing of Kithure Kindiki, I just knew that Rigathi Gachagua's goog is cooked both in government and the UDA. And right now I'm feeling some sympathy for Rigathi Gachagua, because he entered the waters maybe he wasn't well conversant with, because there was a one-time member of parliament who made a lot of mistakes. But even amidst the mistakes he made, he didn't deserve an unconstitutional proceeding which led to his impeachment. So in this episode, I've come to talk about HASSAN OMAR's comments about Rigathi Gachagua's being removed as a deputy party leader, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So first of all, HASSAN OMAR came in the place of Cleophas Malala as the UDA Secretary General. The reason as to why HASSAN OMAR was picked is because one time before he even ascended to the position of Secretary General, he came out to say to this, the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, this was supposed to be Kindiki. It was supposed to be Kindiki in that position, and I think it's the reason as to why he was picked. Now, after Kithure Kindiki has sworn in as the Deputy President, it is now very clear that he's going to be replaced. Rigathi Gachagua is going to be replaced even in the party hierarchy as the Deputy Party Leader, because right now the Deputy Party Leader was Rigathi Gachagua. In a bid to do this, they want to cut Rigathi Gachagua to size, because they anticipate that if he bounces back, he might bounce back stronger. In fact, I even tell Rigathi Gachagua to continue fighting in court in case the impeachment motion is not upheld by the courts. He can have a chance to stand in 2027, and that I bet that he would have a lot of support from Mountain Kenya, although right now many of the powers would be clipped off him. That's why I normally give respect to Raila Amolo Odinga, who runs against government in every election outside government. And I think one of the reasons as to why he wants to Raila joins every government is first to suck in some power from government, because marshalling a presidential election is no mean feat. Before I proceed, I want to give you a tape when HASSAN OMAR was talking about this. Here is the tape.
Wako viongozi vijana wazuri kabisa kutoka mlima wamesimama na Wakenya wengine. Ndindi Nyoro, kina Kimani Shungwa, kina ndugu zetu kama vile kina Eric Wamumbi. Ndindi kidogo alimona ako hapo katikati. That once you are not deputy president of Kenya, it will be difficult for you to continue being the deputy party leader. It was intended. This is a matter that courts must resolve expeditiously to bring closure. It is a matter that is of a political nature, and the court must exercise something called judicial restraint. There is nothing, in my view, that can restore in a legal space what one has lost politically. The respect, the support, the reverence that has gone will not be restated by a court order. I think in the minds of many of us, I am actually waiting for the new deputy party leader so that we can be able then to run a party that is effective, coherent, and focused on the plan.
That is Hassan Omar. In that clip, Hassan Omar is first assuring Kenyans that in the day Rigathi Gachagua was, Rigathi Gachagua will be ousted as deputy president, they will also proceed as the party to remove him as deputy party leader. In fact, he's so excited to remove Gachagua. And if you look at the party perspective, they are supposed to do that. Although it is not it's not a must that a deputy party leader must be a deputy president. But to play politics, they must remove Gachagua. But what caught my attention is that the Secretary General went on to also talk about Ndindi Nyoro, to talk to him as a weak leader. Okay? And it shows how the UDA government is hell-bent in fighting leaders, most especially those from the Kikuyu land, who stood with Rigathi Gachagua. Because it was tactic for Ndindi Nyoro. Any wise politician could do that, because you never know what the future can bring. If the courts come out not to uphold the impeachment motion of Rigathi Gachagua, trust me, Rigathi Gachagua is going to send very many people home in 2027 when he stands as president. So it was wise for Ndindi Nyoro to stay on the fences. In case Rigathi Gachagua finds himself on the ballot in 2027, he will be safe. In the case William Ruto also finds himself on the ballot without Rigathi Gachagua, he is safe. Sometimes wise politicians, many of the times, doesn't need to take sides. Even William Ruto, we knew that he was behind Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment, but he kept off. He never said anything in public until Kindiki was sworn in. Okay? Because he felt like if he continues making a statement, he will stir up emotions of people. Okay? So, the comments of Hassan Omar show that Rigathi Gachagua anytime from now is going to be removed as the deputy party leader. But also, Ndindi Nyoro must start preparing that maybe in the near future I will not be among the honchos within the UDA. And remember, these are the young people who fought hard to bring William Ruto in power. What this thing teaches me is that when you fight to get something, most especially political power, you must also find a way to keep it, even if you are not president, to keep in the whole way of power. Who knew that the Secretary General would come out to attack Ndindi Nyoro? Yet we all know what Ndindi Nyoro, the role he played. Ndindi Nyoro played a big role in the bringing of William Ruto, even more than Hassan Sarai, who's now attacking him. Okay? So since the Kikuyu land have wounds which are meted on them after the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua, it was not proper for the Secretary General to come out even attack one of the people the mountain is looking at. Because if you mention leaders from the mountain who have a future, who speak about Ndindi Nyoro, who speak about Kimani Ichung'wah, so when you attack one of them, it shows that William Ruto is ready to finish anyone who stood with Rigathi Gachagua. Of course, that's my opinion. Do me comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.